You want to uh, be able to move better so that you can get back to doing coaching, correct? Deep breath, deep breath. And as you let that breath out, relax your eyes and droop your shoulders even more, keeping your eyelids closed. Imagine that you're floating on a magic carpet that you're kneeling on. It may create a sensation of dizziness because the carpet is floating in the air. If you can imagine that, great. If you can't, that's perfectly all right. Let your shoulders continue to feel droopy and your arms limp and floppy. Let your neck just drop your head forward so your chin gets closer to your chest. And I would like you to soften your stomach, soften your belly. And while you soften your belly, I'd like you to spread that softening down into your hips and your legs. Now, take your hands, open your eyes, and take your hands and place them as I'm going to do myself, right like this. Place them together. Good. I want you to squeeze your knuckles together as tight as you can. As tight as you can. Squeeze them so tight that you can see the whites of your knuckles. I want you to imagine that there's rope binding those two hands together. The rope is winding around and round, and it's getting tighter and tighter to the point where the hands are so tightly bound that if you try to pull them apart, you can't. I want you to imagine that right now so that when you're able to get that in your mind and so vividly that you actually feel the tightness in your hands, you can test that you can't open that clasp because they're tightly wound together by those ropes. Now, you can pull them, but they won't separate because you're imagining the ropes are binding them together very tightly. In fact, the ropes are somewhat coarse, and you can feel some of the coarseness of the rope digging into your skin. And it's not so uncomfortable. It's a little bit actually pleasant because it's kind of like a stimulation. And, you feel the coarseness of the ropes pressing into your skin. And at the same time, you try to separate your knuckles, but you can't because the more you try, the tighter the ropes get. Feel that and let that happen. And then in a moment, I'm going to count to 3 so that at the count of 3, the ropes will just suddenly disappear and your hands relax and you can gently separate them. 1, 2, 3. The ropes disappear. Look at your hands. Notice that they're more relaxed. And now just gently pull them apart. Show me your hands so I can see them. Separating, that's right. And now bring your hands together like you're praying. Beautiful. And I'd like you to rub your palms together so you can create some friction and create some warmth. And you're doing great. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And create the warmth, create the friction. And I know there's a part of you that thinks this is silly, but there's a part of you that thinks this is interesting. And it really is. So now you're discovering something very different about your body and yourself, because now that you've rubbed them enough times together, there's warmth that you created from the blood flow you stimulated in your hands. Take those palms and rub your face like I'm doing, up and down, and feel the warming sensations moving up and down from your forehead down to your chin, to either side of your nose. You can rub the sides of your face. That's right. That's right. Beautiful. Okay. And now take your hands and bring them to the back of your legs to where you have your quadriceps again. I'm sorry, your hamstrings. And just move your hands up and down the back of your legs, massaging your hamstrings, feeling the warmth moving in both directions from your hands into your hamstrings and from your hamstrings into your hands. Move your hands in front of your legs to the upper part of the front of your legs, that is your quads, and move the hands up and down your quads. That's right. You got it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's right. Now, I want you to take 2 deep breaths, holding your hands up like this, just like this, breathing in deeply, 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 and hold it. Let it out slowly and let your hands come down just like mine. That's right. Letting out the tension as you exhale all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Now, once again, breathing in deeply, 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 bringing your hands up. Oh, that's like so. Yeah. Holding the deep breath, however you can do it. And now letting that breath all the way out and letting the hands come down. And now close your eyes. That's right. And visualize yourself somewhere pleasant. Now, where you are, it looks pleasant, but I'd like you to visualize yourself being someplace else that is special, that you can associate with having peace and comfort, a place you can call your own very special, peaceful place. Be there, look around, and notice what you notice. Take a few sniffs of your nose, breathing in, and notice if you can smell anything special, any scents or aromas that you can associate with that place, be it a beach or the mountains or a pool or a lake or a gym or your room or a room in a country inn, I don't know. And make sure to swallow. Notice if there's any kind of taste in your mouth. Listen to hear any sounds that stand out. And look around and notice what you see.